Get away from her, you bitch!
Classic.
He was in the Amazon with my mom when she was researching spiders right before she died.
No more hangers!
You thought you'd become a prostitute or a drug addict?
I used to love doggy chow. I used to love doggy chow too.
I got that magna cum laude pussy. I'm Crystal.
Yes! I'm the fuck of the century. It's me, Baby Lame.
And welcome to Camp Classics, a thoughtful podcast about stupid movies.
Right now.
Every 2 weeks, we're here discussing, exploring, rating some of the peaks and the valleys in the genre of camp, in the search for the campest of camp classics.
Oh, we've been on a journey so far, haven't we?
Sure have.
Some of the places we've been to, just like to mix it up every time, don't we?
Different places.
Well, this week we're going to San Francisco in the
Ooh.
90s for Basic Instinct.
Yes!
It's finally happening. Before we get there, though, let me tell you, we've got a Gatreon where for only £4 a month, you can get a bonus episode every month and access to our growing back catalogue of camp classics.
And what's new on the Gatreon?
Well, we've just covered Crossroads.
Oh yeah, another one that maybe isn't the best one to get people to...
Well, was it a camp classic? You'll have to listen to find out.
We're not saying anything.
We're not saying anything.
There's a lot of indications that it might have been Kim Cattrall, Britney Spears, Zoe Saldana.
You can subscribe to the Gatreon on Patreon directly, or you can now directly subscribe through Apple and Spotify feeds. So wherever you're listening to this, you can just click subscribe.
It was spreading then.
That's right. I've been doing some admin.
Yeah, you clearly have. Have you been dotting the I's and crossing the T's on everything?
Absolutely. You know, I've basically sold my soul to Apple, but I'm plugged in.
Our whole world is sitting there on a computer. It's in the computer.
Where do we know where any of our listeners are? Like, do we have any listeners in any like bizarre parts of the world to us?
That's so funny that you said that, because I was just about to say, welcome to our newest Gatreon member, Jacob. And Jacob messaged us on the Instagram and said, I am loving the podcast. I had to get me a Gatreon as I binged all of the standard episodes in 2 days.
Oh.
Which, wow, 2 days? That's a lot of us in your ear.
The limit does not exist.
Yeah. Okay, Jacob. Are you okay, hon?
But he says, I was trying to think of the films from my side of the world, Australia/New Zealand, that might be worth you covering. Obviously, you've got Priscilla and Muriel's Wedding, but has anyone suggested Strictly Ballroom?
I'll tell you what I want. I want Ken Railings to walk in here right now and say, Pam Short's broken both her legs and I want to dance with you.
Look, that's a good shout.
It is a good shout. I love Strictly Ballroom.
It's a really good film.
It's fab.
I'm trying to think if there are any like other films from Australia that Well, I'm a big fan. It's not technically an Australian film, but I like Kylie and Street Fighter. Just putting that out there.
That's fun. I haven't seen that since I was a kid.
It's not very good.
Yeah.
But hi, Jacob. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Jacob.
Did I fail him as a mother?
And speaking of the Gatreon, this week we're covering Basic Instinct. And next week, we're uncrossing our legs again. Because we're covering Basic Instinct 2.
No, they didn't think it could be done.
Or as I like to call it, Basic Instinct 2, Full Throttle.
Yeah. Basic Instinct, where the fuck can I watch this? Because no one wants to stream it anywhere. There is a link, and we will put it on the link if people want to watch along with us.
That's actually smart. We can put the link to the one streaming link.
Oh.
It's Daily Motion. If you're not in a position to subscribe to the Gatreon,
Help me, I'm poor.
what you can do for free right now is go give us a 5-star rating, whatever platform you're listening on, and you can tell some friends that you like the show. That would be really helpful.
I mean, it's literally the least you could do, people. So
Yeah, we're watching terrible movies for your benefit. The least you could do is just spread the news. What movie should we cover next? Well, follow us on Instagram at Camp Classics Podcast and message us with your suggestions. We liked Jacob's suggestions. Let's see if someone else can give us some good ones.
yeah, totally. I want to watch something I've never heard of. That would be the dream.
Well, that's why I was excited to do Crossroads, because it's like a well-known movie that I had never seen.
Oh.
It's hard to find those.
Sometimes actually there's a reason why you've not heard of them as well. Not saying it's a spoiler alert though. It might be a really good movie.
Well, baby, before we go any further, what makes a camp classic?
Well, it's a great question. It's so good. In fact, you ask it every time we do this. So, and it's
I'm still not satisfied with your answers.
It's still not fucking landing with you, is it? Well, a camp classic is something that should unlock queer joy. We want something that's going to get us feeling all the good feels. It needs to have an ongoing legacy. Ideally, it would be stupid. It should inform queer pop culture and have an anti-mainstream underground flop vibe to it. And you know what? It's funny that, as I'm taking the piss out of you for it not landing, I still can't reel it off. I still have to read it verbatim from my screen.
I was on You Are Good, which is like another movies podcast.
Yeah. Wait.
I was doing promo.
Quick.
I was doing promo.
Sorry, I need to come. Have we discussed? I didn't realize we were open. No, genuinely, I didn't realize this was like an open thing. I thought this was like a monogamous podcast.
Well, we should have had an explicit conversation. I
So
guess.
who are those bitches you're talking to? Tell me. You might as well tell me now. Talk to me.
It's a well respected podcast.
Oh, I bet it is. Yeah.
Yeah. And we covered Velvet Goldmine, but we talked a lot about camp movies, and they were like, "So you're an expert on camp movies. What makes a camp movie?" And I was like, "Oh fuck, I can't remember the list. But I didn't.
Okay, yeah. And what was it like? What was the chat like?
It was really fun.
Yeah, great. I'm really, really happy for you. Yeah.
And if you're listening to this because of that appearance, we doubled our listenership.
Yeah,
as
I
a
bet.
result.
I bet that wasn't anything you doubled up on, was it?
So welcome if that's the reason you're here. We're a little bit surlier than Alex and Sarah.
Listen, I think we need to work through this because that's just like a curveball, and I feel like I've just been like thrown. Do you know who I feel like right now? I feel like Roxy in Basic Instinct. I feel like I'm watching you fuck someone else, Sharon Stone, and I'm not sure I'm getting off on it anymore.
Well, I'm just trying to drive you to madness so that you finally go over that cliff and free me from this relationship.
Oh.
Actually, I just want an excuse to wear like a drapey beige something on a deck, smoking a cigarette and saying, "I don't give a fuck, he's dead."
I wasn't dating him. I was fucking him.
We really need to talk more about drapey beigeness and like kind of comfort, like quiet luxury.
Quiet luxury. Did this movie invent quiet luxury?
I think it did. Well, it's not that fucking quiet if you've got a Picasso in your living room, is it? But I was like, God, that was so much sexier to me than the white dress. Just saying. Just a little bit of cashmere on the beach was very sexy to me.
You heard it here first.
And then
baby gets off on wool.
But then I saw a picture of Mariah Carey on my Instagram today celebrating her birthday, and she was in a very similar ensemble, like a cashmere drapey thing. And I was like, maybe this is the resurgence of the drape.
Kind of Skims adjacent, no?
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
but like not fitted. I don't know. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not because Skims would be bodycon.
Do we think Sharon Stone is friends with the Kardashians? She must be, right?
No, she's way too good for that.
Really? Okay, listeners, I
think Sharon Stone's like a Buddhist and is like quite highbrow. I could see her being friends with Kim Cattrall.
A fan of jazz.
Yamakipiebo, Sedere Fakebo, Indog Latin equals UJ, Safasare!
Yeah, I could see her being friends with. I feel like she's got, people in her life who are like teachers, meditators.
Right, I'm going on her Instagram now. Let's see if I can like find some of the friends that she's got. If she follows someone on Instagram, does that mean she's friends with them? Just what do we think?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
It's at least an endorsement.
Okay, so she's got 7,417 people, so I'll go through now.
She's following 7,000 people on Instagram.
She follows Bimini.
What?
Yeah, I just
What?
She follows Bimini Bombulash. Michelle Visage. Megan Fox.
This is so confusing to me.
I know, she's not as highbrow as you think she is she? Anyone else popping up that might be a surprise?
I think we might need to do this for every episode. Just check who they follow.
I'm now searching for Kris Jenner to see if yeah, okay, she's not friends with Kris Jenner. They've had a huge fallout. No. Is she following Michael Douglas? That's the question.
She says she likes Michael Douglas.
And she is following him. Because
Yeah.
they I don't think they were fans. Anyone else? One more name throw at me and I'll put it in. How about Meryl? Do you think Meryl?
Yeah, check Meryl.
Oh, yep, she does follow Meryl.
Groundbreaking.
And what about Liza?
Liza, yeah. Yes, she does. And I'm gonna do one final punt just because we've covered it on the podcast. Halle Berry. Does she follow?
Oh my God.
She does follow Catwoman. There we
Okay.
go.
Wow, she's a queen of the people. I'm sorry, I'm still in shock that she follows Bimini. I think if Sharon Stone followed me on Instagram, I would explode into a million pieces.
Who is the
I would never stop talking about it.
Who is the most impressive person you've had follow you on Instagram?
The thing that I was probably the most excited about was probably Garbage.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is cool. Like me and Shirley message regularly.
Oh.
Sorry, let me just toss my hair back. I mean, it's not Sharon Stone, but it's my Sharon Stone.
Yeah, fair. I mean, she definitely had a Sharon Stone era, didn't she?
Oh my God, that woman. Gosh, we really haven't covered anything.
Well, can I just tell you my quick thing?
Yes,
I think
please.
I have to. So, Brandy followed me back when I met her. She was in Chicago, and she followed me back, and I took a picture and posted it, and then she followed me back, and I was like, "Oh shit, my icon Brandy is following me." But then because I'm mental, I sent her like a really fangirly, "Oh my God, you're so amazing, my idol, you're so brilliant, blah blah blah," and then unfollowed me.
I could hear people getting bored with me, but I couldn't stop.
She unfollowed you. She's like, that was a mistake, actually.
But I screenshotted the follow, so there you go. It counts, doesn't it?
Wow. It's just really adding to your stories of another reason to subscribe to the Gatreon is to hear about babies' first experience eating a vagina.
What did I talk about? Was that on
No,
Crossroads?
yeah, it made you vomit.
Oh yeah, I forget what I talk about on this. There's absolutely no need. This is like a therapy session for me. I just want to talk to you about stories.
And then I have to listen to it 3 more times in the edit.
Well, the content of this film is very sexually graphic, and I will be getting some salacious stories out from you today, I've decided.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Let's get into the meat of this movie. Are we ready?
Yeah, okay, do it. Go for it.
Well, we're covering Basic Instinct, directed by Paul Verhoeven, written by Joe Esterhaz. I mean, we know and love those two men from Showgirls, of course. I think this is our first Paul Verhoeven movie.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, his films have been bandied around whenever we talk about certain things.
Yeah, it feels like a lot of pressure, frankly. Paul Verhoeven might be like my guiding light of camp in a weird way.
Your guiding light, full stop.
Honestly, Showgirls, Total Recall, RoboCop.
I don't know if I think his work has transcended to me. I'm not sure it's him that I'm the fan of. God, he loves a rape scene, doesn't he?
He does love a rape scene. Yeah.
Sorry to just balance that.
Yeah. No, it's fair. It's going to be a tough one to talk about. There's a lot to say. But what's your history with the movie?
I can't remember ever watching this as a full movie. I think it was the kind of thing that maybe I would have got like a late night glimpse on TV when I was a teenager of, but I don't recall watching the entire thing. Basic Instinct 2, however, I have seen multiple times.
That is so...
So when we watched this,
so chaotic.
When we agreed to do Basic Instinct 1 and 2, basically I said to Crystal I was desperate to do Basic Instinct 2. And she wanted to do Basic Instinct 1, and we sort of came to the deal, okay, we'll do a double feature of it. But yeah, I literally was a bit eye-rolly about watching the first one. The second one, I'm here for the ride.
That's so wild to me. You are such a weirdo.
I know we'll talk about it on the Gatreon. I'm going to say it now. I still think the second one's a way better movie. There we go, I said it!
No one has ever uttered those words before. I think Basic Instinct 2 is better than the first one.
I think I feel like this about multiple sequels. Like Grease 2, I think is a superior film. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. A very Brady sequel. Supergirl's not a sequel, but yeah.
Can I tell you, I've never seen any of the Know What You Did movies.
Oh, really?
So maybe that could be another double feature we do at some point.
Yeah, only if we can.
I know, and I still know.
Yeah, but do it the other way around. Do Brandy in the main one.
Okay. I came to this movie late. I think I saw it in the last 10 years for the first time. But I freaking loved it when I watched it, and I was really excited to watch it again this week.
It is very you.
It's so me.
It's kind of like, I'd imagine you'd having a similar soundtrack to your fantasy life.
Just dangerous string music.
Yeah,
Constantly.
But yeah, it's kind of like, I was watching it and I was just like, this is a bit of Crystal, really.
Yeah, it's really me. I'm so excited to talk about it. But I think you might have a quiz.
I do have a quiz because we love a quiz here at Camp Classics. Now, it's going to be quite a quick one, just because, as you said, there is a lot to talk about. But starting off with our love of talking about casting for this. Now, I want you to tell me, Michael Douglas, when this film was made, was quite the key player in Hollywood, and apparently was not a big fan of Sharon Stone and the idea this little upshot was going to be involved in the movie. So I want you to tell me if you can identify his number one leading lady choice for this.
I know people who they wanted. I don't know who his number one was, so I'm gonna.
Who were the other people that he wanted?
So
or they wanted?
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, I read that, and then she said that at the time her dad was alive or something, and she didn't want to get naked. Something.
Oh,
like
right.
That. Yeah.
Right. Julia Roberts, Gina Davis.
Whatever happened to Gina Davis?
Bette Midler. No, it was Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
He wanted Pretty Woman. But I just don't know. Is that just who he wanted to shag on camera?
Oh, it's so gross.
Oh, isn't it disgusting? Ugh.
Everything about Michael Douglas in this movie makes me feel so ill.
How old was he in this movie?
Too old.
Oh, no, he's probably younger than us. But he's disgusting.
That man must have been 50.
Not that there's anything wrong with being 50
Not,
if you are.
not that it's disgusting to be 50. It's just disgusting to watch a man be that much of a prick.
Oh, he's such a prick.
And be like have a movie be about his sexual magnetism.
Well, this is actually what the real question was. So, although he wanted Julia Roberts, when they were originally writing the script, they were actually hoping it was going to be a lesbian cop.
Lesbian.
And they had a different actor in mind, obviously because Michael Douglas isn't a lesbian. Can you guess who it might be who's actually linked to Michael Douglas?
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
No, Kathleen Turner.
Oh.
Which I think would have been great because she'd done, I think, Body Heat or something a while ago. So she was still in that femme fatale era. But yeah.
Wait, so would it have just been like everyone was a lesbian in the movie?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're a lesbian.
Oh my god.
And also,
So
Michael fucking Douglas had in his script, in his contract, he had a clause in his contract that his copper character wouldn't be bisexual, which is just giving me Matt Damon. Is it Matt Damon in Wild Things? The same?
No, Matt Dillon.
Matt Dillon. Yeah, these bastards. None of them are willing to go by. Ugh.
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
Oh, Jesus. Gross.
I can imagine how much more camp this movie would be if it was an entirely lesbian cast. I also think they would have bungled it even more.
Yeah.
But I think there would have been even more joy to wring from it if that had been the case. Imagine Kathleen Turner.
Oh, trying to outdo Sharon Stone. Oh, here for it. Here for the remake. I also tried to look into other remakes, and there's one that was a rip-off. I can't remember the country it's from, called Basic Sexual Instinct, which I thought was, and then a porn version called Balling Instinct.
Balling.
Yeah, as in big
wow.
balls. Yeah. Did you find out how old he was?
Yeah, he was 48.
Oh God, getting near Michael Douglas in Basic Instinct, near the end of the
say
world.
That. Don't say that. You're fine as long as you don't wear V-neck sweater over nothing
in a club.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 2 now. So, as we spoke,
that was only question number 1.
Paul Verhoeven, as we know, has done some very, very huge movies. He really wanted to break the mold with this movie. What was the thing he wanted it to do that would be the first ever film to do this? Greatly worded question there, isn't it? Can you tell I'm hungover?
Does the movie include it?
No.
Oh. A lesbian three-way.
No, he wanted it to have an erect penis.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see that for him.
Yeah, but it just didn't work out. Because Michael Douglas has something in his contract saying no full frontal nudity, of course.
That would have really evened things out. At least then, Sharon Stone got her bits out.
Yeah.
Which we'll get to, I'm sure. But at least then it would have been balanced. I've always thought of Paul Verhoeven as like a very equal opportunity, like shock jock. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he just he likes things to be full tilt, and he likes nudity, and he likes pushing America's buttons. I don't think of him as like an especially misogynist man, but he's obviously got some blind spots.
Well, it depends on whose side of the story you believe about the vagina scene anyway, right?
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
Sharon Stone still says he didn't tell me he was going to do that. So that's
pretty bad.
Yeah, pretty awful. Okay, last question now. Now, Crystal, did you know Sharon Stone apparently is one of the smartest actors in Hollywood?
See, this is what I'm saying.
She has an IQ of 154. Now,
is that a lot? I don't know.
Yeah, that's really high, apparently. Now, I want to play a little game of higher or lower in Hollywood. So,
oh my god.
Okay, now, as I said, Sharon Stone has an IQ of 154, which means she's pretty smart. Now, Lady Gaga, higher or lower?
Well, I don't really know what the bar is, but I'm gonna say.
Well, I'm telling you the bar. Sharon Stone's really intelligent.
Yeah.
So
okay,
Lady Gaga more intelligent?
I'm gonna say lower. Oh.
She has a IQ of 166, apparently.
Wow. I mean, I buy it. She's great in an interview, isn't she?
Yeah. Right, you ready for the next one? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Is the twist going to be that all of these people are smarter than Sharon Stone?
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay, lower.
Correct. Yeah, 132. Dolph Lundgren.
Lower.
Higher.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he has
not Dolph.
Yeah, He-Man has
my himbo king.
Yeah, your himbo king ain't a himbo. He's smart. He's 160 IQ.
Wow. Oh yeah, isn't he actually like a nuclear physicist or something crazy?
I don't know.
There's some crazy fact about Dolph Lundgren. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm derailing your quiz.
Can we do He-Man Masters of the Universe as well, please, on this podcast?
Lundgren has 2 degrees in chemical engineering and was accepted to MIT on a full scholarship.
I feel like we're learning so much about celebrities today, but nothing about this movie, which is really...
That's okay.
Okay, next up, Oprah. Is she a dum-dum compared to Sharon Stone?
Definitely not a dum-dum, but I'm going to say lower.
She's a dum-dum, 141, which is dum-dum in my books. Dum-dum. Natalie Portman. Dum-dum.
Higher.
No, she's a dum-dum as well. 140. She's more of a dum-dum than Oprah. I don't know if we can keep on saying dum-dum, by the way. It's a cute name, but I don't mean it. Sylvester Stallone. Higher or lower?
God. Lower.
Higher. 160. What? That's right. More intelligent than Sharon Stone.
So we're saying that Dolph Lundgren and Sylvester Stallone are both genius level IQ.
Correct. In the world of Hollywood. Madonna.
Oh my god, lower.
Yeah, 140. Paris Hilton.
Lower.
Yeah, correct. And this last one might just show that my research is complete bullshit. Donald Trump.
Oh no. Say it ain't so.
He's got 2 more on the IQ test than Sharon Stone. So
no.
Yeah.
Well, turns out all of this was fake news.
Yeah, exactly. So there we go. That is the end of our quiz. There we go.
Wow. I wonder what my IQ is. I wonder what your IQ is.
Yeah, I wonder who's more intelligent. I'd say you're more intelligent, but I'm more street savvy, I think.
Maybe when we get enough Gatreon subscribers, we can do an IQ test for the Gatreon.
Or like a genealogy test.
Ooh, love it.
Yeah. Okay, well, there we go.
Okay. Well, that was fun. Thank you. I'm really going to treasure that fact about Dolph Lundgren, even though I've already learned it once before, but I forgot. I'm going to treasure it until I forget again. Let's learn a bit more about this movie. So, box office and reviews. This movie made $352 million worldwide and was one of the top movies of 1992. It was a huge, huge hit. It beat Batman Returns that year, Sister Act, Bram Stoker's Dracula, and it earned nearly as much as The Bodyguard. Those are all movies that came out that year.
Did it? What a fantastic year for movies.
What a great year for movies.
Wow, I didn't know it beat all of those. Like Batman Returns, that really surprises me. Wow.
Yeah, totally. The budget was $49 million. $14 million of that went to Michael Douglas.
Ugh.
The screenplay was sold for $3 million, which is like an unheard of amount of money. It's crazy. There was like a crazy bidding war for this screenplay, which everyone was like, it's amazing. We have to have it. Fucking weird.
Yeah.
And Sharon Stone was only paid $500,000.
Is that it?
Yeah. Isn't that sad?
That's really sad. And considering how vital she is to kind of...
Yeah. She is the movie.
Yeah. Without
Michael Douglas, it's a vehicle to make Sharon Stone be the most captivating person you've ever seen. And Michael Douglas is also there.
But then is it that thing, do you know if, because obviously this did catapult her. She'd only done a few movies and things, but this made her...
Yeah, her biggest role before this had been, I think she was Total Recall. She's in that. She plays Arnold Schwarzenegger's evil wife.
Does she have 3 tits?
No, different lady.
Oh,
but,
okay.
But, I mean, already, what a movie. 3 tits and an evil wife. This movie has 56% on Rotten Tomatoes, and the critical consensus is unevenly echoing the work of Alfred Hitchcock. Basic Instinct contains a star-making performance from Sharon Stone, but is ultimately undone by its problematic, overly lurid plot. Which I think is kind of fair, actually. We've got some more reviews, though. Australian critic Shannon Harvey of the Sunday Times called it one of the 90s finest productions, doing more for female empowerment than any feminist rally.
Sure, Jan.
Wow. How about that? I'm not sure that's true.
No, I'm not. Great. Go off.
The movie was protested during filming because gay rights activists were upset about the portrayal of homosexuality. So there were protests all throughout the filming, and at the opening night, a group called Labia, which stands for the Lesbian and Bisexual Activist Group.
No, they got their shit together on a name, didn't they? Yeah.
Absolutely. They protested the film on opening night, and 6 protesters disrupted the filming of Saturday Night Live in 92 when Stone was hosting. They rushed the stage and interrupted the opening monologue, and they had to use a dress rehearsal take.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This is all because people were so upset about gays being depicted as, evil murderers. It's quite interesting.
It is interesting because I don't know. I kind of found her whole vibe kind of very aspirational, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, girl boss.
I don't know. Maybe I just feel like the day and age that we're in as queer people now, it's like we should all be murdering people. I don't.
Yeah.
Kind of feel. Yeah.
I mean, that's just like the rules of feminism.
Well, should we get into the murders?
Yeah, let's do it.
And get into this plot. Gosh, best of luck to listeners trying to follow this plot. Okay, so we're in San Francisco. We've got a mysterious blonde woman having sex with a retired rock star, Johnny Boz. They're going for it. We don't know who the blonde lady is. We can't see her face, but she ties him to a bed with a silk scarf during sex, and then she stabs him to death with an ice pick.
And I mean, instantly, that was so gratifying. I was like, yeah, kill him. I don't know anything about it, but I was like, kill the bastard.
Yeah. And it's also instantly very Verhoeven. Like, you see an ice pick go into an eyeball.
Yeah, love that. The only thing I questioned, though, was the knot on the silk scarf really going to do anything? Because it's not a very hard knot, is it?
No, and I guess the fabric's quite slippy, isn't it?
Yeah. I was going to try and get some material and test it beforehand to say I've done it, but I haven't been able to do it.
Another thing we can do for the Gatreon.
Yeah.
I guess, though, once you get stabbed maybe once in the neck, like maybe the fight goes out of you.
Yeah, valid. Again, we can try this. We can set this up and we can report back on. I'll tell you something as well. She's certainly got a fucking power moves in the old bedroom, hasn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like...
Is she orgasming or is she about to stab you to
It's
death?
like, you know, when you play like Mortal Kombat or something, or you know...
Oh my god,
Or
totally.
Chun-Li in Street Fighter. I mean, we've all got
Yeah.
that power move. It's like she leans all the way back and rolls on it and then pushes forward. I was like, yeah. Get it.
Well, we don't know who that lady is yet.
No.
So then we meet Detective Nick Curran, played by Michael Douglas, and his partner Gus, who are there to investigate the murder. We've then got some great lines. Just this whole scene has some great Joe Esterhaus dialogue. There's cum stains all over the sheets.
There's cum stains all over the sheets.
Etc., etc. I just felt like I was instantly in the Showgirls universe.
Yeah.
Like, I just knew that these men were just up the road in San Francisco from Vegas. Because everyone just says the craziest stuff all the time.
Wouldn't it be great if there was like a bit more like the Marvel universe, but a real Showgirls universe though, with like multiple films where they all meet each other? Like, imagine Sharon Stone's character meeting Nomi,
and they go on like a Thelma and Louise style road trip.
Yeah,
just like fucking up men.
Yeah, and bump into Denise Richards as she's on the way to space.
That's the Crossroads movie I want to see.
Yeah.
Okay, so the cops go to Catherine Trammell's house. This is Johnny Boz, who's just been murdered his girlfriend. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to say something about Showgirls again. We meet the maid who has a cameo in Showgirls.
Oh,
did you
didn't
clock that? Yeah, the maid that answers the door is the woman at HR who says deceased.
Oh my god! Yes.
I need to put in the keyboard sound effects. Deceased. Oh. Anyway, love that. So we are in the maybe she once she got fired as a maid because Catherine Trammell moves to London for Basic Instinct 2.
Yeah.
She goes to Vegas to work at the Flamingo. So they're at Catherine Trammell's house. She's not home, but who is? Roxy.
Icon. Love her.
Icon.
The intense anger that she has with those cops on the staircase.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, fuck them up.
Yeah, Roxy hates cops. And then we go to Catherine's second home, and we get to see Sharon Stone in all her glory. She's smoking, she's on the deck, and she's basically got full ACAB vibe. She's like, basically tells them to fuck off. She tells them she didn't kill Johnny Boz, and fuck off.
But does it without even raising her voice in the slightest.
Yeah.
The power of that. Oh, gorgeous.
And it's worth saying at this point, we've already had like so much dramatic tension music. Like basically, anytime a woman is on screen, there's going to be sinister music playing.
Yeah, it is so sweeping, isn't it?
Yeah.
And like she's
Constantly.
literally just sat having a
She's
fag.
just sat there having a cigarette. And like it just shows the power of soundtrack to like create a mood, because it could actually just have felt like nothing.
I mean, the only other thing, to be fair, with Sharon Stone in this film, she is scorning so much throughout this movie to the point I'm like, I know everyone wants to have sex with her, but I'm like, can this person like loosen up and have a fun time? You know, because she's literally just like, everything is like this intense evil stare. And then later you see her in the club and you're like, oh yeah, she knows how to let loose. So I was like, yeah, fair.
Yeah, it's one of those classic things where like you're just watching someone on a movie be like the worst person ever, and for some reason everyone is obsessed with them because of it.
Yeah.
But I mean, we all have a friend who's like a massive bitch and we're obsessed with.
Hi.
Hi. So then we get a scene where we realize Michael Douglas is all fucked up. He's got an appointment with his ex, who is also his therapist, which that was a thing in the 90s, I guess. And this is Beth, played by Jean Triplehorn. Michael Douglas has done something bad. We're not sure what it is. And he's an alcoholic and a drug addict. But Beth still misses him.
And oh, God. I mean, good hair, though.
Fantastic hair. Oh, my God. Her hair is so full.
Yeah, it's so... I'm like, is that a wig?
No, she's just got the best hair.
Yeah, good for her.
Amazing. Yeah. Jean Triplehorn looks so hot in this movie.
She does, but it's just, she, you know, I think the 90s, you had to be blonde to be hot. I think that was the number one rule.
Oh my God, she looks so good. And I mean, it's undone by her character being so pathetic. It's an annoying character because she's like got the least agency of anyone in the movie, probably. So then we've got an investigation which reveals that Catherine Trammell is a crime author. She's super rich. She's got $100 million, and she's written a novel where the same murder with an ice pick happens. So they go back to see her to bring her in for questioning. And now we've got the scene.
Yeah.
We've got the scene.
Yeah, because I was surprised it came in at like 20 minutes into the movie. I was like, wow, that's early to go in with that.
Yeah. So you've seen the scene. She's in the investigating room, she's smoking, and she's uncrossing her legs. What you maybe have not seen if you've never seen this movie is her saying the words, "You ever fuck on cocaine, Nick?"
Have you ever fucked on cocaine, Nick?
Which is such another great, like, showgirls line, basically.
It's brilliant. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
Catherine's getting under Nick's collar, and then he's getting all hot and bothered. And so he takes Beth home, and he rapes her.
Yeah.
Really horrible.
Yeah. I mean, it just... Like, to start with, you can kind of see that, he's so, like, turned on by her that actually this could equate to just really hot sex between them. Do you know what I mean? And that she could be into it. And to kind of start with, they are having that really, like, visceral animal moment, aren't they?
Yeah.
And then it just crosses over into that.
Yeah. And then she's like, no, no, no. And then, yeah, it's gross.
And then the scene afterwards, it's like she says, you weren't making love. And it's like, no, he was just fucking raped by him.
Yeah, it's really horrible. It's kind of hard to know what the movie thinks about this scene. I think that Paul Verhoeven's point of view is that this is a terrible, terrible man, but he's also the protagonist of the movie in this weird way. I think he's kind of being like, look how horrible this man is. And it depends on you whether or not you're like, oh, he's just a troubled cop with a few skeletons in his closet. Or you're like, this is the worst man in the world.
And I think part of the problem with that is when you've got someone who is like a leading man in Hollywood that loads of people love. And, at the time, Michael Douglas was always playing these like hornbag roles, wasn't he? I think this is the good thing about the internet. People just have more options now, don't they? Because why was he deemed a stud in Hollywood? It's like he's gross. But so I think it's really hard to like hate on him when he is just like this big popular Hollywood leading man. And that's kind of the thing. I agree with you. I think Paul Verhoeven didn't want to paint him as like a likable character. But then there is something inherent about the film where you are meant to be siding with him and kind of...
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? But I think that's kind of what I like about Paul Verhoeven, because I think he does that on purpose and is like, he's kind of trying to be like, look how gross society is. And without getting like too serious too soon, but like, I think that is his purpose. He's like trying to make you resonate with a character who's disgusting, to make you be like, oh my God, this is like, what's going on here? It's quite interesting. But also, like, what does this rape have to do with this movie? You could also argue that it's just some kind of weird fantasy thing.
And it is weird as well, because obviously we will talk about this in the Gatron episode. There's a similar moment where the idea of Sharon Stone's character brings out this moment of sexual wild passion into the main guys, because that's what happens in the second one, where he sees the book cover and then he grabs that girl and like fucks her up the arse. It's like the power Sharon Stone has.
I know. Gosh, like, lock up your husbands, because if she lays eyes on them, they'll be on drugs, they'll be fucking like animals.
Fucking like minks.
So Nick discovers that Catherine has a history of befriending murderers. This includes Roxy, who's Catherine's girlfriend, who killed her two younger brothers at the age of 16, and Hazel Dobkins, who killed her husband and children.
We love Hazel, though.
I love Hazel. She's giving Carol Channing.
Raspberries!
I kind of was hoping there would be a bit more of like a lesbian moment between those two, because I was getting like...
Yeah.
But maybe it was like a maternal, motherly role.
That's what I used to think. And then I watched it this time. I was like, oh, wait, are they also in a lesbian thing? Who knows?
Hazel's definitely the dom in that relationship, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's the different side to Sharon Stone in this. She's not like giving any sass or anything. She is just being a good little girl for Hazel in the bedroom.
While Hazel's like, raspberries! Nick discovers that Catherine is using him as the basis for the protagonist of her latest book, in which his character is murdered after falling for the wrong woman. And we've got another ice pick scene We've got Sharon Stone attacking a giant block of ice. Have you ever used an ice pick?
No.
No.
And I know you haven't, because listeners,
No.
Crystal has the fanciest ice cubes I've ever seen in my life. They're like these big, huge squares, aren't they? You've got proper
Yeah,
posh
but
ones.
it turns out a giant block of ice, that's when I think you know you've made it and you're just chipping off chunks with a big fucking weapon. It looks so fun.
There you go. Christmas list. There we go. I'll add
Yeah.
that on for you.
She likes it because she likes the rough edges.
Oh, yeah.
And this is where we get the reveal that Catherine is bi and that Roxy is her lover. Because Roxy walks in the room and then Catherine like grabs her tit and they make out a bunch. It's very male gaze lesbians.
Totally, because it's like, it's like, are they really that turned on by each other in that moment that they have to do that? But
Catherine knows a lot about Nick's personal life and about his past, where he killed some people sort of by mistake when he was high on coke. And he's suspicious that Catherine bribed Lieutenant Marty Nielsen for his psychiatric file. Nick assaults Nielsen, and then Nielsen is found murdered, and Nick is suspected and placed on leave. The bodies are piling up. Then we've got a club scene.
the
Nick goes to a
best club
Yeah.
scene in the world. I'm sorry. That is a spectacular scene.
I'm sorry, I have to say it again. It's very Showgirls.
It's very Showgirls because they are all dancing to completely different music.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, like, the drugs in the 90s must have been really fucking good because they are throwing different shapes, different things are going on. I'm like, yeah, that looks like a good time in there.
Yeah. And then you've got Michael Douglas in a V-neck merino sweater. But for some reason, Catherine's interested. She saw that V-neck sweater and she thought, you know what? Yes. So she takes him home, ties him to the bed with her silk scarf, and then you're like, oh my God, is she going to kill him with an ice pick? But nope, she just orgasms.
Just orgasms, yeah. Well, she does the same moves that I was telling
She
about.
does the
like
same move,
back
yeah.
arch,
She leans
down,
back,
yeah.
and then she falls forward, and is she holding an ice pick? She's not.
No, exactly.
Roxy watches them have sex.
And that's called cucking, isn't it?
Yeah, that's cucking.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
checking I know the right term for it. Yeah.
Yeah, but Roxy's a bit pissed off, and she's not happy that Nick has begun a relationship with Catherine.
Well, it's because she's just witnessed the fuck of the century.
I hated this bit. Nick says, man to man to Roxy. You get so much homophobia off that man.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and he's really. I mean, something I did appreciate about Catherine's character sort of after this bit, because he's really like bigging himself up. He thinks he's literally just like fucked up. And then Catherine's like, you really thought it was that good? It wasn't that good. And then it's like, Roxy has seen everything. She has seen me do everything with everyone. Like, get over yourself.
Yeah. It wasn't the fuck of the century. It was a good start.
Yeah.
It's so good. I love it. But this, like, the whole movie is basically her destroying Michael Douglas.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Which is so fun to watch. Anyway, Roxy's jealous of Nick, so she tries to run him over with Catherine's car, but instead she crashes and dies. Gosh, everybody's dying.
And again, it's that thing of like, oh, give her a bit more power in that situation. Like, Michael, he really got the one up on her too quickly, if you ask me. He came out
Totally.
He came out unscathed, didn't he?
Yeah. But Catherine's upset about Roxy's death, so she has sex with Nick again for some reason. And then she tells him about a college encounter with a girl that ended badly when the girl became obsessed with her. Nick identifies that girl is our girl Beth, but she claims it was Catherine who was obsessed.
Oh no, who could it be?
Yeah. So now we don't know. Is Beth the murderer? Is she another evil bisexual obsessed with Catherine? Or is Catherine playing a game?
I mean, I know I've watched the sequel many times, so I know that old Catherine is like a murdering psychopath, but I don't think anybody ever is going to believe that anyone is the murderer but Catherine Trammell.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't think.
But she doesn't. Wait, she doesn't kill anyone in the second one, does she?
Yeah, she does. Well,
I thought. Well, listeners.
Well, we're teasing.
You're gonna have to subscribe. Yeah, so we're in this question. We're like, oh my God, maybe Beth's been the one behind it all along, and Catherine's just like an innocent in the wrong place at the wrong time. But she finishes her book and she dumps Nick, which is fab. Again, it's just another little twist of the knife into Nick's little fragile, little stupid little man mind. Yeah. And then we've got another murder. Nick discovers his partner stabbed to death with an ice pick. Beth arrives, and because Nick now thinks Beth is the killer, he shoots her dead. Actually, before he does that, he says, "Still like girls, Beth?" Because he just had to say something homophobic right before he shot the woman who's in love with him.
I also really don't think he needed to have shot her, but there was no proof of a gun.
Yeah, he thought she was reaching for a gun, but turns out she was unarmed. And as she dies, she says, "I loved you, Nick."
Which is just, what a waste. At least be like, fuck you. Do you know what I mean? If someone had killed me and treated me like shit, I would like to think that in my last breath, I could come up with something a bit cuntier than that.
You were a shit lay.
Yeah. You're the worst, my worst fuck of the century. You micro penis dick. Not as
Ugh. You've got a waddle. Anyway, why the fuck do all these people love Michael Douglas? But evidence is found that implicates Beth in all of the murders of everyone who's died. And so that's maybe that. But then Catherine and Nick meet. Catherine's icy exterior is melted and she wants to be with Nick. And they have one last fuck. But unseen by Nick, an ice pick lies underneath the bed. Dun, dun, dun.
Wow.
Yeah. What a movie.
What a movie.
Where do we start? I mean, I love this movie.
Of course you love this movie.
I love it. I know that it's imperfect and I know that it's problematic, but I think
But that's allowed. That is allowed.
Yeah,
that is allowed.
It is so fun. It is so fun. It gave us Sharon Stone, who, like, I think she's so fucking cool. And it took the femme fatale trope and just dialed it up to like a bajillion in this way that only Paul Verhoeven could do. Like, it's just everything at 100 the whole way through. And I just think that makes it really fun to watch.
I also agree as well, because although like there is like incredibly problematic misogynistic things littered throughout this movie, there is something incredibly consistently powerful about Sharon Stone's character in it.
Yeah.
And her character kind of doesn't drop into any of the tropes. I know that she's like a sexy bisexual, but you're just kind of like, you're always in control. I don't buy that she... Well, do I buy that she falls in love with him? No, I don't actually. No.
That would be the only thing that would ruin it, right? Like if she ended up with him and she was like, "Oh, you've fixed me." That would undo everything. But because that ice pick's under that bed, I think, nah, she's gonna kill him.
It's a close call though, isn't it? Because I do remember feeling slightly disappointed by the ending. Just because there's the whole what do we do now? And it's referenced more than once.
Yeah.
What do we do now, Nick?
Fuck like minks. Raise rugrats and live happily ever after.
And then she just like, I hate rugrats. And it's like, oh, now we've got a compromise. And I know it's sort of left, will she do it, won't she? But I just kind of wanted her to just go, oh, shut the fuck up, and then start stabbing him. And so you've got like a beautiful ending. That's what I would have done.
Yeah. Well, they wanted it to be a little bit of a question mark, right? Like, there is a reading of the movie where she didn't kill anyone and it was all Beth.
Which is an interesting... Yeah.
I don't think that's the case, but I also don't think it really matters that much, because either way you spin it, like, Sharon Stone is this manipulative mastermind. She's the one in charge. She's like, she's the like, don't fuck with me. Yeah, I think it is a shame that they kind of end up together, and the only saving grace is if you think she's going to murder him.
Yeah, and also, how do we feel? Because he actually has no punishment, does he? Really? In this?
No. Yeah, that's also a shame.
Yeah, because he pretty much gets by just being a bent cop, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's killed these tourists. He's on drugs. He's killed his girlfriend, who's also his therapist.
And raped her.
Yeah, he's awful. And he probably gets reinstated at the end because he found the killer, quote unquote. And if he doesn't get murdered.
Hopefully he did get murdered, though. Because he's nothing... They don't even mention him in the sequel. So hopefully, she's killed him and then gone, right, now I'm going to go to London and fuck up some more people.
It's funny because Like, yeah, the San Francisco stuff does get mentioned in the sequel, doesn't it? But it doesn't mention him.
No, not at all. Not even
Yeah,
like a
it's-
passing name.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess it doesn't matter if she did it, does it? But it's like so fun to watch Sharon Stone just be like
Tormenting him.
the head bitch. Yeah.
She's so great in
it's
this
so
movie.
powerful.
She's so great in this movie. And then it just got me to thinking, like, I mean, I know she has had a successful film career, but we're not talking like iconic films. I think she's a big Hollywood star, but I don't think she's had that many iconic roles, has she? Casino?
Yeah, Casino, I mean, Casino she was nominated for an Oscar for. She's amazing in it. She's like she's clearly a great actress. And she's very good in Casino. I don't actually like that movie very much, but she's very good in it.
What else has she done?
Yeah, you're right.
She was in do you remember, did you ever see Sliver with William Baldwin?
No, but that was like capitalizing on her Basic Instinct success.
Yeah,
right?
it's just basically the same thing. It's just her. Well, I think she's the victim in that one. He's the one. Oh, that's what they did. He's the one playing like the psychosexual mind games, and she's more the victim of it. And does she love it or doesn't she? Kind of vibe.
Got it. So it's like a 50 Shades sort of situation.
Yeah.
I do need to watch it because it's also Joe Esterhaus. So,
and also William Baldwin.
I know I get some
was
other
hot in it.
crazy dialogue. Okay.
Yeah, the Baldwins are hot. I know they're problematic, but they were hot.
Well, and of course she's done Catwoman.
Of course, yeah, the
So,
crowning glory.
Yeah.
I thought the film as a whole. So let's talk about the queer representation. Like, was it problematic for you?
I enjoyed the depictions of chaotic bisexuals, but that's because I think it's funny. And like, I know that bisexuals would also think it's funny. It's not a good representation, but it's almost like beyond that because it's so silly that it goes back round to good.
But again, yeah, and like a very like, I'm sure it's my queer reading of it, but like, you know, all Sharon Stone talks about is like polyamory and like kind of gender fluidity and just like, there's that whole sort of section at the start. What, you were fucking him, but you didn't love him?
I wasn't dating him. I was fucking him.
You were fucking him for fun. And they're trying to shame her for just enjoying sex and just like, you know, she got to like him through fucking him. And again, I think because of, you know, the community we're part of and like against the kind of basic heteronormativity structure of everything, it's just kind of like, it just feels like normal that's how people view it. And, you know, and yeah, her hot girlfriend is watching her and they go off on these trips and fuck other people and just, it's funny how in like a modern reading, I'm not remotely shocked about her behavior at all. I'm like, yeah, she's just having a good time, isn't she?
Yeah. And I guess that's the benefit of like 30 years on, we've had lots and lots and lots of representation that's good. So it's kind of hard. It makes it kind of hard to imagine someone protesting this movie just because there was a murderous lesbian in it. Like, it doesn't feel like a big enough problem to warrant it.
And again, I think in a more modern sort of modern viewing of it, it just kind of makes Michael Douglas seem even more pathetic because it's like, he's had a great fuck and now his instinct is he wants to marry, settle down and have kids and live happily ever after. And it's like, she's literally like, the book's done, he's dead, next story.
Yeah.
And she's just so above that, I mean.
But then, yeah, so like, what would be the equivalent? Like, say J.K. Rowling was doing a movie about like a murderous trans person. We'd all protest it, wouldn't we? It's kind of hard. It's just kind of hard. It's kind of hard to imagine people being that upset about this movie that they wanted to like shut down production and protest and blah, blah, blah. But I'm just trying to think of what a modern equivalent of that would be.
But then do we think that even though it was made in a different time with a different context, I mean, okay, I don't know. Did straight people hate Sharon Stone in this movie? Do they see her as the villain or do they celebrate her like we celebrate her? Because I don't once view her as like anything negative. I completely celebrate everything she does in this film.
I think she's like dangerous. I think she's like forbidden fruit.
Right.
I think she's tantalizing, but like don't get too close. I think she's like a warning to straight people. Which is kind of exactly what I want queer people to be.
Yeah, totally. I mean, she just has a fabulous life, doesn't she?
Yeah.
None of her books seem particularly good as well, but she's done very well out of them, hasn't she?
And And she just spends so much time in her mansions, like undressing in front of windows. Like she's just every time they turn up at her house, I'm like, what was she just doing? Like, what was she up to? And it was probably like making ice blocks and then chipping them apart and then getting into a little silky number with no panties on.
You're right though, because whenever we see her and there's no dialogue or any context, everything's vicious and evil though, isn't it? Even like her getting changed is done with like a kind of evil intent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Except for when she's with Hazel. And then we see a much sort of softer side of her. Hey, Hazel. Yeah, I'm just coming, darling. Yeah.
That's because Hazel's got the keys to the chastity belt. Catherine Trammell is locked. But yeah, I guess it is not a great portrayal of women. The women in this are either pathetic, like love-obsessed losers who are willing to forgive a man for raping them and like die for them.
You're so right. Beth in this is just the worst, isn't she?
Or they're like cold, calculating black widows who are like eating men alive. So
yeah, okay.
It's not great from that perspective, but I'm also just so happy to have a character like Sharon Stone because we all need a bit of that like superhero. She's like a queer superhero. She's aspirational if you're marginalized, I think.
And I guess as well, there aren't any men in this movie that are like painted in a positive
you're right.
way. Like all of his colleagues are all bent and gross, and like the way that they like perv over her in like the interrogations and everything. There's not like the innocent good guy that's got caught up in the mix, is it? Like the rock star she kills seems dodgy.
Yeah, you're right. All of the men suck. In fact, the men suck more than the women. They're stupider. They're poorer. they're all addicted to shit. Yeah. Basically, again, that's that Paul Verhoeven thing of being like, look how awful everyone is.
Yeah.
Isn't it fun to watch them?
I would have liked I would have liked more scenes with just Catherine. I would have liked to have got to know what she just did on a day-to-day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just it was a lot of Michael Douglas, and that unfortunately whenever he was on screen, it was like, oh, this doesn't feel camp. There's not camp things with him.
Yeah. The only things you get from him are like some fun dialogue moments that like other people say in scenes with him, like magna cum laude pussy.
Well, hell, she got that magna cum laude pussy on her that done fried up your brain.
Check out the cum stains on these sheets.
My favorite line in the whole thing is when Beth goes, she's evil, she's brilliant, and I just think that is like the best line.
Yeah, screaming that at someone as they walk away is so good.
Yeah, it's just like perfect.
Next time I leave you in a public place, I'm gonna like scream after you, no, she's evil, she's brilliant.
This did kind of start a new wave of these kind of films though, didn't it? Was Fatal Attraction before this actually?
It was, yeah, but this definitely like,
God, Michael Douglas is such a prick. So he always basically has hot women, great actresses, psychotic perving after him, right?
Yeah.
So it was Glenn Close in Fatal Attraction.
Yeah.
Sharon Stone in this. Demi Moore in Disclosure.
Oh my God, yeah.
Ugh.
It doesn't make any sense.
Not at all. Sharon Stone doesn't act anymore now, does she? I think she's had like medical issues and she doesn't.
Oh, I think she does. I think she's just been cast in Euphoria.
Oh.
I think she's coming back on the new season.
Well, I thought she was doing pottery in Sussex, West Sussex.
Well, she could do both. I hope she does both.
Do you see a role for her? What kind of role would you like to see for her now? She's 67 years old.
Is she?
Wow.
I see her doing whatever she wants to do, but like, I'd love to see her in a cougar role.
I mean, the thing is,
just continuing to defy expectations.
It must be hard, like literally just having a career and like the number one thing people think about is your vagina.
Oh, awful.
Right?
Awful. Yeah. Should we talk about that a bit? So she filmed that scene and Paul Verhoeven said that there was like light reflecting off her panties. So this is her account of it. And so he asked her to take off her panties and he said nothing would be visible. And then she watched it on the monitor, and because it was so low res, she thought nothing was visible. And so it wasn't until she watched a screening of the movie that she realized how much you could see. And she was really fucking pissed off, obviously.
Yeah, because I mean, there is a place for it in the movie and for her character. I mean, it's a big move for any like that kind of character. It's a proper like sexual power play game. I get it, but yeah, like you need consent from the actor.
You need consent. Yeah. You need consent. It's the same with like in Showgirls where you've got that rape scene, and he's trying to say like, look how horrible the world is that this happens. But by doing it, he actually traumatized the actress who was filming that scene because it was so horrible to film. And so he's like putting the point that he's trying to make ahead of the welfare of the women on screen with him. And it just kind of completely undercuts any point that he's trying to make about like sexual violence, for example, because it's actually done harm to the people who were filming the scene. Even Jean Triplehorn, I saw a quote from her, and she said in '93 in Entertainment Weekly, she said, the notorious, brutal, bruising sex between her and Douglas's character was lighter when described to her by Verhoeven before shooting.
Right.
It's horrible.
It really is horrible. And especially you've got to, another thing you've got to think about with Sharon Stone, she had zero power in Hollywood. You said that Michael Douglas got paid $14 million and she got 500,000. This is exactly that thing of Hollywood being like, do you want this role or not? Do you want, it's...
Yeah, what are you willing to do? She has kind of reclaimed it a bit. There's a really good Vanity Fair article where she like goes through it. I really recommend it because it's an op-ed just by her, and she talks about all of the production and everything. It's really, really interesting. And she has kind of come around to being like, well, I did it, and I'm not ashamed. Do you know what I mean?
And she shouldn't feel ashamed because it's also it's an iconic moment in cinema. Like regardless, it is something that people, and it's so it always interests me like how people can do something that shocks. And I know it was like how long ago was this? Like 30 years ago now. Yeah. So, but it's still kind of like it's impressive to me that films that characters like this can shock people, and they should shock people. But yeah, I just wish it was more consensual with her, because I love the idea of her doing all of these kind of things that really disturb people. There's something about the way the male characters watch it though. Like I feel like before that moment, she's really in charge, like fully in charge with the how she's playing them all, and she is kind of in the spotlight, looking hot, and she's got all of these like gross men drooling over her, but there is still this power. And like there's something about it that she kind of loses it. I think it's just because, but it's the way it was consumed at the time, like tabloid guys being like, oh, let's watch Sharon Stone's pussy, blah blah blah. It just,
oh right, you mean so the way it is in the movie is like empowering, and then the way it was taken after.
Yeah, I think so.
And she was like mocked so much for it. It was spoofed so much. Yeah, I totally agree. It's like, even if she had consented and had agency and was like up for it, it's still, the response to it still would have been really horrible.
Which is really sad. Because it's such a boss move.
It's so cool.
It's literally just like, I'm going to fucking fuck you up. And yes, I have killed someone, and I'm so confident I'm now going to... What I love, and like it moves away from this, but I love how unnecessary it is when she's doing the lie detector test. And she's found her camera, and she's literally eyeballing the camera constantly. And as he's like, what are we going to do? She's just there smoking, staring at the camera. And I'm just like, yeah, get it.
She's so good.
So good. It does make you want to do drugs. It makes you want to smoke. It makes you want to do drugs.
Makes you want to smoke. It makes you want to do drugs. Do you know the writer ended up getting throat cancer, and he said he regretted glamorizing smoking in all of his movies?
Oh, God.
But God, it looks good. It's like, yeah, let's have like a really icy vodka, a cigarette, and some cocaine.
And I didn't know this, but apparently you can quit killing but not smoking. That was something interesting I learned about this movie.
Well, there's obviously so much we could say about this movie, and there's so much discourse around it. There's been so many think pieces. I mean, it's impossible to get into all of it, but I think the time has come to rate this movie.
Absolutely. And the thing is, we're not a real think piece podcast.
What are the gay bits we like?
Yeah, basically. Can we change the tagline? It's not a thoughtful podcast about stupid movies. It's just, what are the gay bits we like? The podcast.
It's a more accurate title.
It is.
Well, let's start with our Merrills. So, for the quality of this movie, how many Merrills are we giving it?
Bon appetit!
God, it's so hard to think about the quality of this film while also just having Basic Instinct 2 constantly in my mind. Because, you know, technically, this is a very well-made film, I would say. Like, it's very, like, luscious. The performances are good. I mean, is Michael Douglas good in this? I mean, he's a horrible person and a horrible character, but...
Yeah, I'd say he's miscast, but not a bad actor.
Yeah.
Maybe. I tell you some negatives. I think it's pacing. I think the pacing suffers a bit. I think like it's a little bit. I know it's a noir and it's a murder mystery, and so obviously lots of stuff's gonna feel unrealistic. But it gets like a bit complicated and stupid, even for that genre at some points. I think.
I also think as well, like they could have explored some of the characters further. So like, if they are gonna play with this idea that Beth maybe is the killer, like. Give her like more of a like a freak out moment where you get a sense of danger from her, that she maybe is this dangerous person. An interaction with Catherine might have been interesting as well, but instead, like you said, she's just this wet nothingness, which is just a real shame, because you kind of want, if she is the killer, you want to get a sense of why she is doing it, rather than just like,
totally.
You know. Well, to be fair, I've never fucked Sharon Stone. I've never fucked Catherine, and maybe she is the fuck of the century, and maybe that's all it is.
Well, you know what they say about her? She's got that magna cum laude pussy. It's done fried your brain.
Exactly, and I've never experienced that. So who am I to say? Maybe that's enough.
Yeah, I would say I think my takeaway of this movie is that it's like well acted, it's well shot, it looks gorgeous, but it's like maybe a bit silly.
Yeah.
And so it's not like high art, but it's like well-made trash.
I think that's a really valid description, yeah. And also, if you were just viewing, as I probably am viewing this film, solely being around Sharon Stone, how many Merrills would you give her? Because I think she's absolutely fantastic in this film.
Yeah.
Like, flawless performance. The fact she had no sway as an actor in Hollywood, she just got given the material and fucking chewed up the scenery. So for that, I'm going to give her 8 Merrills. Her 8 Merrills. I'm giving her 8 Merrills. Sharon Stone gets 8 Merrills.
Yeah, I'd give her, she can have 10. She can have 10, I don't care. But the movie overall, I think I'm going to give it 5.
Yeah. Yeah, because it is just trash. It's like
maybe 6. Maybe 6.
Yeah, because it's better. Yeah, I'm going to give it 6 as well, because it is just a load of nonsense. But it's really
but
fab.
It's like
yeah,
it's gorgeous nonsense. It's gorgeous nonsense.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like you don't get movies like this as much anymore.
Well, I think it took like 14 years personally until we got Basic Instinct 2 that we really got what we needed.
Yeah. Well, what about camp? How many Lizas are we giving this movie? So, let's go to the list. I think we have to go to the list.
We have to go to the. You're right, because it's. And this is the problem with all of these fucking problematic films, because they can just suck the fun out of so much good stuff as well, by the way.
But we have never established really on this podcast, where does the problematic stuff get subtracted from? Does it get subtracted from Merrills, or does it get subtracted from Liza's? Because sometimes I feel like I subtract it from one, and sometimes I think I subtract it from another.
You're right. I think ultimately we are incredibly problematic ourselves, because we just pick and choose when something is problematic and when it's like, that gets a pass.
When to sweep that under the rug. It's fine.
I think one thing that we've never found problematic is women killing men. So that's just
no, that's aspirational.
Yeah. It's like valid, kill them every single time. I don't think I've ever gone, oh, he didn't deserve it. Like I said at the beginning of the thing, I didn't know nothing about that former rock star, but I was glad that he was murdered. So,
you know what Wendy Williams says?
Death to all of them.
So, did this unlock queer joy?
Buckets.
Yeah, I buckets. I was literally wet watching this.
Yeah.
Probably, teenage me would have had a wank over this, and now I just was, how do I put this? I was orgasming through queer joy.
You were back arched, leant back,
oh my
reaching
God.
for something.
I was slamming in, and then an ongoing legacy.
Huge.
Yeah. One of my favourite references of this, which isn't, is Beyonce references it in Ring the Alarm, doesn't she?
Oh, I don't remember.
She's dressed as Sharon Stone in that video and does kind of, her whole video is based around that, which I think is kind of cool. Is it stupid? Yes.
Yes. Stupid fun.
Has it informed queer pop culture?
Yeah.
Anti-mainstream flop vibes?
No.
Okay.
One other thing I would say is that it does have an evil woman wearing a white power suit.
Yes, and
so, for whatever bonus points that gives it.
And I would now like to add in I want to add her in for quiet luxury draping. I think an evil woman wearing quiet luxury draping, I think, needs to be a thing as well. Also, it's just wild. On a very quick sub note, it's wild to see someone deemed like one of the most beautiful stars in Hollywood, like so natural looking as well.
Yeah,
it was just she's just so gorgeous, isn't she?
So gorgeous,
stunning.
Yeah.
So camp. Well, is it the campest Basic Instinct film I've ever seen? I don't think it is. We haven't discussed it yet. I mean,
I think I'm giving it 9.
You're giving it 9.
Fuck it.
Okay.
Fuck it. I'm giving it 9. I love this movie. I think it's so fun. I think will always be fun to watch. I hate the problematic stuff, but if Sharon Stone can own this movie, then I'm allowed to love it.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're right. And if she's been able to go full circle on it, yeah, totally. I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8. But really, that really is on Sharon Stone alone. Yeah. She literally, I mean, much like Catwoman, she really brings it to the forefront.
That could also be in the same cinematic universe, frankly. Like, I could totally see this character ending up.
It's Basic Instinct 3 is Catwoman. Yeah, totally.
Great. We did it.
Well, what I want to know is, what do we do now, Nick?
I think we need to fuck like minks, raise Rugrats, and live happily ever after.
Hate Rugrats.
Oh. Cocaine?
Great! Yeah!
Dial! Thank you so much. We'll be back in 2 more weeks with another camp classic.
Goodbye!
Get away from her, you bitch!
Classic.
He was in the Amazon with my mom when she was researching spiders right before she died.
No more hangers!
You thought you'd become a prostitute or a drug addict?
I used to love Doggy Chow. I used to love Doggy Chow too.